Hi everyone. Here is my presentation on my community, which happens to be, drumroll, Voorhees, New Jersey. Pretty nice. There's a picture of the main fountain in the town center. Lots of good restaurants and shops there. That's me. And here's a map of it to the left. There's nearby towns, Voorhees is pretty small, so probably haven't heard of it, but you've definitely heard of the towns around it. Cherry Hill, Morristown, only 15 minutes from Philly, and it's less than 100 miles away from New York City, which is kind of cool. And it's it's near a lot of stuff. There's definitely a lot of people. It's kind of like rural, yet it's still suburban, and there's plenty of stores, and you can see the little sketch of the overall town, because it's more of like a little extension of Cherry Hill, kind of. It's pretty small, but it's very nice, and happy here. Census taken from, I think it was census.gov or one of those sites. Population, this is as far as the 2010 census goes, 29,270. Median age, average household size, income, density, households with children, residential turnover. Another picture of the town center on the right, and the left. I actually don't go there that much, but the times when I have been there, because it's by a mall, it's pretty nice. Okay, some information on the households. Number of households, average household size, which we saw on the previous screen, but kind of cool. They broke down households with children, households without children. It was kind of interesting to see the households without children. Family households, non-family households, marital status. Interesting, actually. Here we are, home sweet home. Beautiful apartments. I do live in one of these apartments, and very happy here, honestly. It's a good group of people. I'm not super social. I'm not social, I'll just put it that way. And but everyone's really nice, and despite there being a lot of people in the community, it is pretty quiet. So I'm happy about that. And there's really not too many. I made the comment about the kids on the previous map. There's really not too many of them, which is nice. When I was looking at other apartments, there were just like kids running around everywhere, and it was noisy. And there's really not too many there. And if there are, spaced out enough. Alright, everyone here now thinks I absolutely hate children. Moving on. Beautiful homes too. And of course not all of them look like this, but I have to say Voorhees overall is pretty nice. They have some really gorgeous houses, and they're kind of tucked away on back streets, and what I like the most about it is just that there's a lot of stores around. There's a lot of people, a lot of traffic, but within if you turn off of one of the main streets, and before you know it, there's a ton of land and space and areas, and then you see these houses, and they're all they're not super sandwiched together, and that's really nice for a change to see. So it's always a nice, pleasant drive once you kind of get into the home area. Education, ton of schools around. I didn't get too crazy putting information in about all the elementary schools and high schools and stuff like that, but here you can see the educational climate index, about the number of graduates, degrees, all of that. But I did put information about the colleges because I'm sure you guys have heard of these, or at least seen them in passing. There's Rutgers to the left, Rowan top right, and then Camden County College. A lot of the stuff going forward in the presentation you'll see I had to base kind of off of Camden County overall because I had mentioned previously Voorhees is pretty small. So there are statistics and demographics available, of course, but mostly, it was much easier to find information on Camden County as a whole. So these 3 colleges are in Camden County, but I did include them because they're very close. And yeah, aside from Cherry Hill and Morristown, I am relatively close to Camden, which is a bummer, but you wouldn't know it. Okay, employment. White collar versus blue collar, pretty even. Major employers, Virtua down there at the bottom, huge, and it's a beautiful hospital. I've had some friends who have given birth in that hospital. I went to go visit them. It's like a hotel. It was really, really nice and clean, and doctors and nurses were super nice, and there's the rest of the major employers listed there on the top right. And this is, I guess, this was based off of the Camden County search too. I tried to look for just Voorhees specific, and I couldn't find any other than Virtua, which is in Voorhees. So that's the picture down there, the bottom right. Demographics, you see all of that. Age and sex, race and Hispanic origin, gives you the statistics there. And overall, is Voorhees a good community? Yeah, I think so. I mentioned again, I'm not like super social, but they do have a lot of events, festivals, pet-friendly venues, a lot of crafts and events and things like that to do. They have a lot of dog parks. In almost all the apartments that I saw, like some of the amenities and things available were very pet-friendly, which is cool to see. There's always different seasonal events and activities going on. Available community organizations, there are a lot of stuff available. I've actually been down at the bottom to the animal orphanage, and I think it's AWA, I think. All the different clubs, all the different associations, community resources. There's a lot of parks, and I can tell you I have not been to more than half of these, just a handful, if that. And they are pretty nice. So there's definitely a lot of things to do. Community resources continued. There's the different features, the different things that the community has available, and overall it's pretty decent. So that seems to be it. And yeah, there's just the sources used. Overall it's definitely a good community. The thing I guess I couldn't find too much of was like the crime and things like that, but there really wasn't. There really is not that much. There's not many reports and everything like that. So I think overall for what it offers, I think it's pretty good, and definitely enjoyed living here for a couple years. So thanks for watching.